Hello and welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm Hayla Alawi, Atmosphere Press's Book Publicity and Events Manager. Thank you so much for joining us for our Fall 2025 Writers Summit. If you missed any of the talks and are wishing you could retroactively tune in, then never fear. We will soon have recordings of each session available on our YouTube channel so you can access invaluable advice forevermore. For now, though, as the Fall 2025 Writers Summit comes to a close, I would like to thank all the attendees for joining us these past 2 days. It's been so wonderful to see how many publishing experts wanted to collaborate with us on this project, but we couldn't do any of this without you, the writers supporting us in the audience. And also supporting one another. It was great to see so much organic connection happening there too. So, thank you so much for taking the time out of your days to join us and create a digital writerly community together. To close out this Writers Summit, I'm happy to welcome the founder and CEO of Atmosphere Press, Dr. Nick Courtwright. As well as steering the ship that is Atmosphere Press, Nick is also the author of the books The Forgotten World, Let There Be Light, Punchline, and In Perfect Silence at the Stars. He has years of experience as a writer, editor, educator, scholar, and publisher. And in 2015, he founded Atmosphere Press as an author first approach to seeing good books into print. In 2025, Nick was nominated as an Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year and was recently named a finalist in the Entrepreneurial Vision category for the Greater Austin Business Awards, where Atmosphere Press was also named a finalist for Small Business Excellence. So let's now welcome Nick to the floor.
I can't believe we're here. The closing remarks. We made it. We made it. Especially you, Hayla. You made it after all of these talks. That was a really great 2 days. So many amazing talks. So many great questions from the audience. It was really awesome seeing people blowing up the chat, making connections with each other too. That was a really exciting part of things. I know I learned a lot, and I really enjoyed the readings as well. And thank you, of course, to all of our audience for coming, because putting on something like this isn't worth much if no one shows up. So I'm glad that you did. It's been great seeing so many people come to a bunch of different sessions. And of course, we couldn't do an amazing 2 day event like this for free without having some sponsors. So I want to just spend a minute telling you a little bit more about who the sponsors were, and I hope that you take advantage of what they do because they're all great people, great organizations. So first off, based in Austin, Texas, alongside Atmosphere Press, we're especially proud to collaborate with Lone Star Literary. You can learn more about the stories, authors, and events that make Texas literature unforgettable at lonestar-lit.com. Second, Book Life reviews are guaranteed paid reviews from publishers' weekly reviewers, which help you establish credibility, enhance your marketing, and give you actionable feedback. Visit booklife.com/writers summit to get $40 off your next book review. Third, NetGalley helps publishers and authors promote digital review copies and audiobooks to 660,000 active members, including reviewers, bloggers, librarians, booksellers, educators, and journalists. You can visit netgalley.com to learn more. The Next Generation Indie Book Awards are the largest international awards program for indie authors and independent publishers. Visit indiebookawards.com to enter your book for a chance to win up to $1,500 in cash prizes. Fifth, the Eric Hoffer Book Award is one that we've partnered and helped sponsor for years. It's a leading international independent book award for small academic and independent presses, including self-published books. You can visit hofferaward.com to secure their early bird discount on submitting your book for a chance to win up to $5,000. Sixth, Winning Writers is a resource for poets and writers full of advice on submitting to contests, crafting your manuscript, navigating the publishing industry, and celebrating great work. Visit their website to learn more about their prestigious North Street Prize and everything else great that they do. And lastly, Chanticleer Book Reviews run awards that create marketing power and reviews that maximize your digital reach as an author. Visit shantyreviews.com to learn more. So thank you to all of these sponsors. And I want to make a note, especially to those of you listening right now, that if we aren't already, we here at Atmosphere would love to work with you too in some capacity or another. So here are some ways that we can stay connected. We don't want the end of this summit to be the end of our time together. So first off, the biggie, there's publication. If you are a writer with a manuscript ready and you are seeking publication, you absolutely should send it to us. We're selective in the projects we take on, and we do require an author investment. We're very straightforward about that. But we offer free publication consultations to many folks who submit a manuscript. So there's something to be gained from sending a manuscript to us regardless, even if us working together to publish your book isn't necessarily in the cards. So if we do work together to publish your book, you can expect to be treated well and receive world-class support. We love to see authors who have taken part in the summit be added to our roster for the future award-winning books that we might be talking about in the next summit. And if you don't quite have a manuscript ready for publication, I want to tout our newest way to help writers, which is Manuscript Makers. It's the best deal in writing, I think, where for only $79 a month, with the first month free, you get access to writing classes, free discussion groups, exclusive content, a mentor who's a published writer. Really, it's an amazing value. It's kind of crazy, actually. And we have some great stuff for subscribers set up in November and December. So make sure to jump on that because I'm just warning you now, prices are going to go up when we hit the new year. So you'll want to snag that first month free and that $79 a month deal now before it's too late. So that'll really help you finish off your project. We, of course, also help writers with things other than writing. You just heard from Carly about social media. We do agency-style social media services to help authors. We do audiobooks, author websites. These are things that we are willing to do even for people who aren't Atmosphere authors. So if you're interested in any of those things, do feel free to reach out to us. And then in terms of just like free goodies, okay? So obviously we just gave away the summit for free, and there's a lot of other stuff that we like to just give away just to be, positive, contributing members of the writing community. So one is the Advice for Writers blog. So our awesome Aaron Larson Burnett writes tons of articles for this on everything. There are hundreds of these articles. How do you generate material? How do you put a manuscript together? How do you write a query letter? How do you do social media? How do you promote your book? What types of publishers are there? Anything you could possibly think of, we probably cover on there. So definitely check out the Advice for Writers blog. You can find that just in the menu on our website. It's in the drop down at the top. There's just an amazing wellspring of knowledge to be found there. Along the same lines, we have an excellent podcast. It hasn't been around for too terribly long, but it's really great and it's getting a lot of traction. It's called The Write Atmosphere, and yes, of course, write is spelled W-R-I-T-E. We couldn't help ourselves. And it's hosted by the host with the most, our excellent Hala Alawi. On this podcast, she interviews some of the best and brightest in publishing, and with short episodes, these aren't like 8 hour long episodes. They're not super long where you feel like you have to commit forever just to get through an episode. They're really sort of bite size. They have immediate takeaways. You can dive into one, get some great information from an expert in publishing, and then get out, listen to another one, go start putting words on the paper. We really aim to make this a go-to resource for the things you need to know as a writer. And of course, we also love readers. We're a publisher, we publish books. Readers are kind of the foundation of everything. So we do a free book giveaway through our website. If you go to the homepage and you scroll down to the spot where it says Writerly Toolkit, you can throw your hat in the ring for a free book in a genre of your choosing. If you were here for my talk yesterday, where I talked about finding inspiration for your work, so much inspiration happens from reading great stuff. So definitely check that out and try to get inspired. And then one of the craziest things that we do that's sort of one of the biggest differentiators is that we have the Playa Flamingo writing residency in Playa Flamingo, Costa Rica. Yes, there's actually a place in Costa Rica called Flamingo Beach. It's insane. It's a beautiful place. It's peaceful. It's inspiring. We're currently open for submissions and applications for the 2026 summer residency. And the way this works is that we actually pay for your lodging at a beautiful condo right by the beach for 5 days in Costa Rica. So you can soak up the scene, have your writing get an unbelievable dose of inspiration and dedicated time. So another little warning to take advantage of that now, you'll want to apply soon because as soon as we clock into the new year, there's going to be an application fee on that. But if you throw your hat in the ring now, there's no application fee. So go ahead and check out the link for that and see if you're going to go to Costa Rica. And we'd also love to see you in the real world. Every single month, we're on the move, meeting writers out at writing conferences and book festivals. You heard Megan Sells talk about writing conferences. This is a huge thing. It's something that we didn't used to do a lot of, but now we're doing a ton of. We're always on the road, going to these events, trying to meet writers out as human beings, not just on screens, right? So just so you know, we're going to be going to the massive AWP conference in Baltimore in March. And there are lots of smaller conferences where we can really spend time with writers like you as people. So keep an eye out for us at your favorite writing events and always feel free to let us know if you know about a writing event or a conference, there's a writing club you're a part of that has hangouts, whatever. Let us know if there's something where we should show up because we probably would. We'd love to go to these things. In 2026, we'll be doing more online talks and Q&As than ever. So things like this summit, we're just going to keep doing stuff like this. So our next talk will be in January about children's books with our own children's book editor, Dakota Reed, as the star. It's going to be awesome. This talk is in collaboration with the blog podcast, Reading with Your Kids. So if you yourself have a children's book in you, you're thinking of writing a picture book, make sure to keep an eye out for that. And if you have ideas for future talks that you think we should do, topics we should cover, things we haven't talked about in the last 2 days, things you want a deeper dive on, or if you're super qualified yourself and you're interested in being a speaker in a future event, definitely send us a note at reading@atmospherepress.com. That's going to be a great way to connect with us. And of course, we love doing these summits. You know that we're going to be doing another one. Okay, so I don't want to spoil the details on all that quite yet, but I'll let you know now. I don't book your calendar too full in late April because we might have something going on then. So that's all I've got for you. So with that, I'll hand it back to Hala to conclude the second ever Atmosphere Press Writers Summit. Thank you for being here, and of course, keep writing.
I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Nick for closing out Atmosphere Press's second ever Writers Summit with those statements. And thank you again to everyone here for joining us for the Atmosphere Press Fall 2025 Writers Summit. Please consider checking out atmospherepress.com to browse our new and forthcoming releases, sign up for our email newsletter, or submit a book manuscript of your own. You can submit your work to books at atmospherepress.com and let us know that you attended this summit. Until then, that's all for this summit. And on behalf of everyone at Atmosphere Press, I can't wait to see you all again this spring.